What's going on, everyone? Danny Vega here, also known as Danny V, and welcome back to the Danny Vega Show. Man, I saw Moon Knight this morning, and let me tell you something, it blew away my expectations. Honestly, I have to say right off the gate, this is probably Marvel's best show to date and of all time. I'm not counting the Netflix shows, I'm not counting Daredevil, I'm not counting The Punisher, I'm not counting any of those other ones. However, in the MCU for Disney, this is definitely their best show. That's really hard for me to say because I liked WandaVision, especially that they fixed her character, especially that they retconned all the BS and they actually made her the Scarlet Witch like she's supposed to be. Even though I didn't read any of the Moon Knight comics, I'm going to say that straight out the gate, this show actually makes me want to read the comics, and other shows have not at all. Like I said, I didn't read Loki's comics, and that show made me go, like some of the things I looked up, but it didn't really make me want to deep dive like this. And then not only that, I'm a big advocate. Everyone knows on here that I'm not religious. However, I like studying theology and philosophy and other religions. And man, I really want to look deep dive into more of the Egyptian god stuff because of this show. Oscar Isaac honestly is a way underrated actor. He's absolutely phenomenal. I love everything Oscar Isaac does, even though I did not like the Star Wars movies. I thought he was great as Poe in it. He's just a phenomenal actor. And him playing both Mark and Steven in this, it was so good. Like, I love that he had an English accent. He probably took a lot of dialect classes and whatnot. And just the difference in his demeanor between Steven and even just a little bit that we saw of Mark is just incredible. It's one of those shows that I'm like, what's going on? I want to know more. That's what hooked me in WandaVision, because I had no idea what was going on. And in this show, it's exactly like that. Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, all that stuff didn't really make me go, oh man, what's really happening? But in this one, I'm like, dude, I cannot wait. Ethan Hawke as well as Arthur. Dude, all I'm saying is what an incredible way to show his villain. So far, is he even really a villain? Like, if you go on with the Egyptian gods, they're multiple. So if he's following one god, does that make that deity actually evil? Or is that just what the deity's nature is? So what is good and evil so far? And man, like I said, it's just absolutely phenomenal. The only thing though, I have to admit, the only thing that I did not like about this episode at all is that the CGI is horrendous. But you know what? I will take bad CGI over bad story. I will forgive bad CGI if I get a great story, great performances, the suspense and everything else. I will take it any day, rather than the budget going entirely into CGI and then having a shit story and actors that don't perform well. Another thing that I'm like about is their handheld shots. I'm a big advocate for handheld. Anytime I shoot an indie film, I love handheld. I love the camera in my hand. However, as I progressed, I got a little cage and other things. The shakiness in it, I can dig it for certain scenes, but not for everything. And in this show, it looked like a lot of handheld shots, a lot of shakiness, a lot of like Bourne Identity in this that I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on. My eyes are all over the place. It's one of those things, time and place, for me. Like certain shots could be like that. Other shots I'm questioning. I'm like, man, even if you didn't have a budget, DIY some things. Like I have PVC pipes that I use for indie films. I'm just saying, I know it looks tacky, I know it looks wonky at times, but dude, if you don't have the budget, just do it yourself and make sure that you have some nice shots, because sometimes I'm like, oof. But other than that, overall, I have to say, man, I'm very intrigued. I'm digging it. I wonder where it's gonna go. I have so many questions. I think it's really cool, especially Ethan Hawke's characters, judgment from the god. I just can't wait to see what other powers and what Moon Knight has to do. I think the 2 seconds that we saw of Moon Knight was a hell of an introduction. It's almost like an anime ending, like to an episode, that it just starts to get good and you're like, yes, and then it ends, you're like, no, when's the next episode? That's how I feel right now. Yeah, so those are my quick thoughts. I can't really say too much about it. If you have seen Moon Knight, please comment below. Let me know what your favorite part of the episode was. Let's open a dialogue. Let's open discussion. And I'm glad to be back to doing all these videos. And if you like this video, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell button for all future notifications, for all my posts, for all my videos. And also don't forget about my 1K giveaway. That's right, still going. We're getting closer each and every day. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to tell your friends, tell your mom, tell everybody. And one lucky winner will win the grand prize. I love you, be safe, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.